We might have to start the whole thing over.
We have a Spalding serve here. And Weaver's spike is going to be just out.
Not even background.
Is that for us?
Are you?
Everything's camera, but it looks better when it's
Everything on. I don't know why it's not working. And this is, it's saying that we're having sound right now. This is lighting up. Everything's, I think there's just something with the connection. And there's a spike from Spalding. That's Gavin Elay.
See if it's working. Join the live stream. See if it's working.
And sorry about the delay. We figured something out with the mics. We just had a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, just a little bit of an internet issue there. We got it all figured out now, though, so we should be good to go.
And here's Weaver's set. Oh, and a nice serve from Weaver as that drops. And that was Matt Vincent. He was unable to get the dig there and pick that up. And now 21-17 for the Cardinals. Ross Weaver with his second serve this series. And Vincent able to make a set there. Weaver to Schwab, over to Duggan. The Peer Ministry connection from the three. And now 3 points away as the student section here is fired up and KB Bennett is excited to be here. And another ace for Weaver.
Calvert Hall looking like they should be winning the second set. Only 2 points away, 23-17 lead. Couple of back-to-back really nice plays.
Yeah, and
Ross on for another serve.
And Vincent not able to return any. And Weaver, that ball is going to hit the net. And now 23-18. Spalding now, number 21, Gavin Elay with his serve. So he's going to hit a high one. Joe Duggan there on the receiving end. Schwab back to Duggan. Duggan's stopped. Allmeter's able to get there. And Allmeter now. Schwab. Here's Duggan. Duggan's able to put it over. Not the most offensive series from them.
A couple of great saves from Calvert Hall.
And there's Allmeter, and Allmeter, that's going to go over number 24, Tyler Mervine's head. And Allmeter is going to get his first spike of our broadcast. Now Ian Harker comes in.
Oliver Allmeter is really tall, so that helps him with his spike. Able to get over the net and put that one down.
And
Calvert Hall just won the second set, 25-18. They're one set away from winning this match. Khalil Bennett's already singing goodbye to the Spalding bench, not realizing there's another set to be played.
Calvert Hall now up 2-0 as they just won that last set, 25-21. And we'll be back in about 2.5 minutes for our live broadcast. And we are back for the live action of this third set. As Joe Duggan is serving to start this one out.
Calvert Hall looking for the sweep, 3-0.
As I think Schwab, Weaver, and Harker are ready to get out of here and go enjoy their Friday night, as we have 15 seconds left in the timeout. We have Landon Carl for his first appearance tonight, and I think he's very excited to be out there. And Joe Duggan just to get this third set underway, waiting for the ref's call, and here we go. Here's Duggan. Duggan able to get that over. That's going to come over, and Ross Weaver is going to get the first spike and point of this set, putting Calvert Hall up 1-0.
Great start for Calvert Hall here. Getting an early lead in this set.
Here's Duggan again. Duggan, that was not even able to get to the net and almost hit Schwab in the back of the head. Thank God Schwab was looking. And Tyler Mirvine put that one over in a dig from Glenn Matcher, and it'll be Spalding's point. An infraction from Calvert Hall. I have absolutely no idea what happened.
Looked like maybe someone touched the net.
And Ian Harker with his spike, and I think Schwab again hit the net. Schwab hit the net. Just be a little careful.
Spalding climbing out to a lead here. Looks like 4-1 right now.
And now Khalil Bennett silent as the Cavaliers go up. And that's going to be... Looked, maybe somebody hit the net. The Spalding coach, a little disappointed about that. And now 4-2. Cavaliers are winning. And now Ian Harker. We don't see him serve very much, and he's able to get that one.
Speaking of Ian Harker, we want to wish him a happy birthday. It is his birthday today.
I think he's turning 18. Yeah, probably. He's probably turning 18, so.
A senior for Calvert Hall.
Glad to see him out, still participating. And that goes off the head of Matt Doyle. Now 6-2 for the Cavaliers.
Looked like another infraction on Calvert Hall.
I don't know what that was. It looked like it hit somebody in the head. I don't know. It was Vincent with this serve. And that backwards hit from Dante Healy is going to drop.
Yeah, that was sneaky. He wasn't looking, wasn't facing the net when he hit that. Looked like he surprised Calvert Hall.
And Vincent's second serve. Nice serve from him. Joe Duggan on the receiving end. And now back to Duggan. Duggan, and we get that across, and Vincent making a nice play. And now Joe Duggan over to Ross Weaver. Weaver with an electrifying spike, and that ball's gonna drop. From Mirvine.
Spalding able to return the spike of Weaver.
And now 8-2 as they go on a 4-0 run, has really made you question if Calvert Hall has this in the bag. That one goes off the ceiling and put over. A great dig there, and here's Weaver to put it back, and that's going to be in. And that clearly was in, and the Lions just made a nice play there.
Great job by Calvert Hall there, able to stop the 4-0 run. Now down 8-3 in this set.
And Carl comes out for Almeter. Now we have the man, the myth, the legend, Will Schwab. He has. There's Duggan from all the way back. He's going to have to play defensively there in the set. It's going to be a soft serve, and that'll be the Cavaliers' point.
Yeah, that one went into the net. Matt Doyle unable to get it over.
It was a tough spot. He was right under the net.
Yeah, he really didn't have the angle there. That was a tough play.
There's Weaver. He's able to get their point there to now 9-4.
Great spike there by Weaver. Able to slam that down with some authority. Spalding unable to play that one back. Now on for the serve.
Weavers just gets over the net. And look, maybe, yeah, it's going to be a carry or a hold for Spalding. I do know a little bit of terms from middle school, but I think it was carry or a hold or something like that. Here's Weaver. Scored an ace. That's one's going to get over and out of bounds. And Duggan's going to let it go.
Yeah, middle school volleyball is really helping us out here, huh?
And Duggan lets it go, and now Weaver's going to keep serving, and Calvert Hall now nearing.
That is a point for Spalding. There appears to be some confusion on the court. Calvert Hall's coach not very happy about the call.
Now Brendan Elliott comes in for Ross Weaver. A rare sight that we see Weaver take a seat. But
yeah,
Weaver
out. Is one of the leaders here on the Calvert Hall team. He's a junior, one of the top guys.
He's a co-captain along with Will Schwab and Joe Duggan. And Allmeter, and another infraction, and Schwab is at the net for the third time this set.
Spalding up 11-6 on the set.
Schwab off the net. Allmeter with a little touch.
Sneaky little touch there by Schwab.
And Matt Vincent tried to get a foot on it, but just a little too slow.
Sometimes a little hit's all you need.
Yeah, and to go, hard spike after spike, tossing in a little bit of a softie.
Yeah, it's great to mix it up, keep them guessing.
And no touch there from number 21, Gavin Eatley, and it will be Spalding's point, 12-7, up by 5. It's a high serve there from him, a little miscommunication. Joe Duggan would have put that over. A good dig there from Brendan Watson. A touch from Colin Gibbons. Here's Joe Duggan, and that's going to go out. No touch from Joe.
Second straight ball out of bounds there for the Cardinals. A little run there for Spalding.
Another high serve and a great dig from Brendan Elliott.
Yeah, he got on the ground for that one.
Another dig from Glenn Macker, and Ian Harker's able to put that one down onto the floor, and now we have a substitution.
Yeah, that was a great play there by Geldmacher. He's the libero for Calvert Hall right now, as you can see him in the red jersey.
And Schwab comes off as well as Allmeter, and on comes Landon Carl and Tim Nevin. Two new guys that we normally don't see are now getting some playing time. And Landon Carl serving. Oh, weird hit, and somehow it stays alive. I thought it would have been a double touch. And that's the big boy, Tyler Mervine, as he hits his second spike of that point and gets over as Ian Harker and Joe Duggan were there and unable to block that one.
Interesting lineup here for Calvert Hall. Two of their captains not in right now. The one in right now is Joe Duggan.
That ball over from Nevin and out of bounds, and a timeout from the Calvert Hall.
Spalding's team and bench are getting very excited right now, trying to get their way back in this.
Yeah, I think this is just a sight of what we saw at the soccer game just at 4 o'clock against Boys Latin. Boys Latin, one of the worst teams in the MIAA now, and the Calvert Hall team putting in their reserves for that game and starting their reserves and playing them the entire time. No starters ever played except for their goalie Nathan Jones, and I think this is the same situation here. Spalding lower on the table. I think Calvert Hall is trying to put some subs in that they normally don't play and trying to get them some game time and see if they can see anything special from them.
Yeah, Calvert Hall's soccer team, it really just goes to show how talented that group is, and we really think that they can do some stuff this season. Calvert Hall's volleyball team is currently 5-6, trying to improve to 500. They are higher up than Spalding, so they are favored to win this.
And now we're back for the action of this third set, 15-8 after the 1-minute timeout from Calvert Hall. And a nice serve there from Colin Gibbons. Landon Carl able to get that one over. And a great shot there, and a carry from Ian Harker. I don't know what happened, but
yeah, some sort of infraction on Calvert Hall. Spalding got the point. Spalding doubling Calvert Hall, 16-8 in this set now.
And here's Duggan. And a great dig. That was number 21, Gavin Eatsy. And a miss set there from Nevin is some nervousness sets in for Nevin. You know, he subbed out for the infamous and famous Will Schwab, the senior class president here at Calvert Hall, as well as a peer minister. And Schwab over to Duggan. Those two connect very often, and a nice set there from Gavin Eatley, and that will be Calvert Hall's point. Now 17-9, a lot of groundwork to be covered.
First point for Calvert Hall in a while. See if they can climb back in this one, in this set.
And Brandon Elliott now subbed out. And Weaver, the main man.
Calvert Hall looks like they're going back to some of their starters here.
And Joe Duggan, unable to put that one over the net, as he's trying to get out of this volleyball season and get geared up for lacrosse. And Weaver to Schwab, back to Weaver, and a good dig there from Mervine, and it'll be Eiley, and a good dig from Gibbons. Eiley again, Carl. Bump set spike for Calvert Hall. That'll be up there. And out of bounds is Dante Healy.
Yeah, that one was just off the line. That one was really close. Calvert Hall was able to win a good point there. A lot of back and forth action on that one.
And Brandon Watson with his set is over, and it'll come back to Brandon Watson. And Joe Duggan will put that one into the stands, and Calvert Hall now up 19-10 as Ian Harker comes out for Glenmacher.
Spalding 6 points away from winning their first set, if they can hold on.
And Glenmacher with a nice dig. And an infraction again from Schwab as he hits the net, I think maybe the 5th time this set. I mean, he's hit the net far too many times and given Spalding too many easy points.
Yeah, it has happened a lot. Well, hopefully we'll be able to clean that up a little bit if you're Calvert
Vincent
Hall.
serve. And Weaver now with his spike, and that's good. Then Calvert Hall cut it to 9. As Almeter comes in for Landon Carl, a little frustrated as he comes out. They've really given up this set and trying to come back with some of their starters. And here's Schwab, dealing with COVID earlier this week, but glad he's doing okay. And Duggan to Schwab, over to Almeter. And that's going to be in. And that'll be Gavin Eiley again.
Spalding
He's
with
really made an impact in this one.
Spalding with a lot of momentum right now. The team's getting really excited. Brendan Watson getting really fired up for Spalding.
Watson's serve will be carried over from Calvert Hall. And a nice overhead shot there from Doyle, and that'll be in. As Glenmacher lets it go over his head, and it barely stays in as it hits the corner of the court.
Spalding looking like they're on their way to a victory in this set here. An ace right there. No one from Calvert Hall even touched that on the serve. Good placement there from Spalding.
Glenmacher let that one go as now he's able to get that on. And Weaver's shot blocked. And here's Almeter. Almeter puts up a little softy, and here's Dante. Dante's defensive shot. Almeter now. There's Watson over to Gibbons. Gibbons denied, and Weaver denied as well. Here's Weaver again, and he's going to get the point. And now 23-12, Calvert Hall needing a big run here.
Great persistence there by Calvert Hall in that play. Had to save it a few times before the spike finally worked.
That one went through the steel beams of the gym.
Good communication by Spalding. Could hear him calling the ball.
A little frustration there from Schwab as that ball was meant for Ross Weaver. Doyle just got in the way of it. Those three really just take control of this team. And
Spalding 1 point away from winning this set.
a great shot there from Weaver as he's able to make a big adjustment. Almeter to Schwab. Schwab over to Duggan. Duggan is going to put that one over and keep this set alive.
Calvert Hall down 10. You never know. They could always go on a 11-0 run to, or a 12-0 run rather, win by 2. But still definitely looking likely that Spalding gets this set, even with that point from Calvert Hall.
Glenmacher having to serve the rest of this set if they want to stay in this one, and that's going to hit the rafters and come right back to Mervyn, and it'll be Calvert Hall's point. Calvert Hall now taking it to 10. There's Glenmacher. And Watson able to put it over as Irving looking the opposite way. That one's going to go very high. Watson over to Gibbons. Gibbons, and that one's going to go out. And Glenmacher letting it go by.
A quick run here by Calvert Hall. Still down 24-15 in the set.
Glenmacher's serve. And that's not going to get over there for Spalding, and Spalding just wants to get this set over with. Now, 8-point deficit. Glenmacher. The Cavaliers have now won their first set, and we'll be back after a short break. Yeah, both of them.
Back on here for the fourth set. Coward Hall up 2-1. Spalding just won the last set. They do have some momentum right now.
Looks like right there. And then just kind of follow the flash. So let's take this up as well.
First point goes to Spalding. That was out on Calvert Hall. Their momentum is continuing into this period, this volleyball match, this set.
It's a good dig there from Glenmacher again. He's one of their main guys. And here's Duggan. Duggan, not one of his most powerful spikes, but here's Harker. And you always know that he's going to bring the power. Now Ian Harker comes off for Kean Donovan. Yeah, Charlie's got it. And we have a new crew member, Charlie Smith, stepping in as our camera worker. So now we will get all-around game coverage as Ms. Pikus decides not to do the camera. Just kidding. Just kidding, Ms. Pikus. Here's Eiley, and Eiley's well done from the Cardinals, and that's blocked. And Duggan, over to Duggan. That's a nice little bump from them, and that'll be Ross Weaver's point.
Great spike there by Ross. Calvert Hall's main guys are starting to step it up here, trying to close this one out.
There's Andy Glenmacher. That dig goes all the way over, and Keenan Donovan's spike blocked to Schwab. It's going to go over to Weaver. Weaver's going to go out. And now 3-2.
Weaver showing some frustration there after missing that one. It'll be 3-2 Cardinals.
Weaver now over to Schwab. Back to Weaver, and a rare sight from him. You never see him do that. He just, missed that spike. You don't see that very often.
A couple of tough plays there by Weaver. We'll see if he can bounce back.
It's gonna go out.
Calvert Hall able to get the point there.
That was Matt Vincent. And now Will Schwab.
It's hilarious. Let it go.
There's Watson, and Weaver's there. He's going to reject Eiley, and now Schwab continues to serve. Now 5-3.
Yes, Schwab. You're that guy.
The myth, the legend, Will Schwab. And Eiley again rejected, and Eiley back for another third time, and not the best there from Glenmacher, and that's going to go on the outside of the pole sticking up from the net, and now Watson is going to serve for the Cavaliers. Watson with a quick serve, not hesitating anytime. That's going to be in.
Great shot there by Duggan. Spalding not able to get to that one. Calvert Hall takes a 6-4 lead.
And now Ross Weaver serving. As he's got the Kyrie 6s on. Looks like the blue colorway of those, and there's another miss hit from him. It was the shoes. I shouldn't have talked about the shoes.
Yeah, the shoes must have jinxed him. Talking about those shoes.
And now he comes out, and Evan Lavouser, our first his first appearance of the night, and unfortunately does not have his fan club like he did last week.
Yeah, he had quite the fan club. I saw a lot of Evan cardboard heads.
And Brendan Elliott's spike is going to come right back at him.
Hey, KB, you gonna let him talk to you like that? Point to it, KB.
And Gavin Eiley's serve is going to go into the net.
So far, this is a competitive set. Just a 1-point difference between the two teams.
Watson, their main setter. And Schwab with an amazing save. And Kean Donovan as well. Watson again. Here's Gibbons. And somebody hit the net. I don't know who it was.
Looks like it was either Schwab or Ian Harker.
Watson over his head to Gibbons again. Here's Duggan. And Joe Duggan unable to get that ball up after the deflection off of Ian Harker's hand. And the Cavaliers will go up 8-7 as Brendan Watson flexing over to the bench. And Khalil Bennett seeming silent as ever. Here's Joe Duggan, and that's going to go out. And Joe Duggan does not seem to be clicking today. That's his, I think, 4th or 5th spike that's gone over, and that's going to be very short from Dante Healy.
Yeah, Calvert Hall seems a little bit out of rhythm right now.
And now Joe Duggan serving with the Damian Lillard shoes. His serve goes right to Healy. His shot blocked, and a miscommunication there from Harker and Glenmacher, and now Spalding up 2 with a very close and competitive set for them.
Every time you mention the shoes, it's not good news for Calvert Hall so far.
But then Spalding always messes up their serve after, so it's not a big deal.
That is true.
And then Evan LaValser's short period of time is completed as Ross Weaver coming back in. And it's over to Weaver. Denied by Mervine. And Mervine with, I mean, he's probably 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, he's a big guy.
And there's Weaver on the receiving end of that one. Harker, that was not the best set there from Will Schwab. And Harker unable to get that one. And now Tyler Mervine continues to serve. Weaver with the dig. And Will Schwab to Ian Harker for this set and spike.
Score right now is Spalding 12, Calvert Hall 10. Some confusion on the court right now. Everyone's looking at each other. The referee is talking to the scores table.
A little miscommunication on who's serving, but Glenmacher is now serving. And he's been playing well tonight. He seems to be very good at digs and everything, and that's going to be an infraction on Watson. And now 12-11. Weaver's gonna have to desperately put that one over. Here's Watson over to Eiley, and that one is gonna be out of bounds. No touch there, and it's gonna be just a little bit too much there for Eiley.
Yeah, good opportunity there, just unable to get that one in. Spalding with another point, making this one 13-12. Spalding. Matt Vincent on for the serve. Unable to get that over the net. Bringing it back over to Calvert Hall, who's able to tie it up. Will Schwab serving for Calvert Hall. Set here for Spalding. Schwab with the set, and Ross Weaver unable to get that one over the net. It's been a frustrating evening here for him. Brendan Watson now with the serve. And that one will be Calvert Hall's point. That was out on Spalding. Just barely missed.
No deflection there. Maybe just a little awkward shot. I'm not really sure what happened. And now Weaver with his jumping serve. That's going to hit the rafter. And Watson and Eiley duck as they're trying to cover from like a tornado or something.
A lucky bounce there for Calvert Hall. Or a lucky misdirection.
That's going to hit the rafters once again, not get over.
Another lucky situation there for the Cardinals, hitting the rafters for a second straight play. Cardinals are up 16-14. Almost hit the rafters again.
And
an infraction on Spalding. The players and coach do not like the call.
so if the ball touches the rafters and goes over the net, then it is the opposing team's point. It's not the team that was trying to proceed over the net. So that's why Calvert Hall received that point. Joe Duggan, that ball is going to hit the table. Joe Duggan almost went flying.
Almost hitting one of the guys working at the sports table, or at the scores table here. Calvert Hall unable to get that one over the net. Gavin Ely on for the serve. Geldmacher with the pass. Schwab with the set. Duggan on, trying to spike that. Kean Donovan able to block that one, get the point for the Cardinals. John Geldmacher, the libero for Calvert Hall, coming off.
Kean Donovan's serve is going to go over the back line. Brendan Watson, the main centerpiece to this Spalding team, is he's always active and cheering and everything, and just a cool player to see. And that's Gibbons' set, and that's going to get over, and now we have a tie ball game at 18s.
Yeah, this one's going to come down to the wire here on whether Spalding can tie it up or if Calvert Hall can win it here. Calvert Hall unable to convert on the spike. Spalding taking the lead. Dante Hewley with the serve. Calvert Hall able to sneak one over the net, get the point, tie this one back up. This one is very back and forth, unlike some of the other sets. Crowd getting into it a little bit. Duggan on for the serve. Unable to get it in. And the Spalding team is very excited about that one. Now Dante Hewley. Colin Gibbons on for the serve there. He was unable to get that one in. Evan Lavasser coming out.
And Ross Weaver checks into the game. And Brendan Elliott, his serve gets over the head of Dante Healy, and now Calvert Hall up 21-20 in this fourth and possibly final set.
Looked like a mishit there by Elliott, unable to recover.
That's gonna fall.
Some confusion there by Spalding. Looked like two guys were looking at each other, wondering which one was gonna hit it.
Now 22-20 is now Brendan Elliott making a great series for himself, and now he's going to get over Ian Harker's head. And
Score is 22-21. Calvert Hall is 3 points away. Spalding is 4 points away. Have to win by 2.
Tyler Meervine. A tough set there. And now it's all tied up.
Some miscommunication there by the Cardinals. And this one is tied up again.
A timeout
called
from the Calvert Hall bench. And we'll be back in about 45 seconds. Now Mervine trying to close out this very tight game as we come out of the timeout. Stakes are high, and this is the clutch time for both teams for this fourth set. For Spalding, it's to keep it alive and to keep their rally going and to get it into a fifth set to 15. Here we go. Weaver with a nice bump there. And Watson successful. Here's Harker. Harker with a little softy and a good dig there from Elliott. Joe Duggan. His spike is going to stay in. And that block unsuccessful. And Gavin Eiley puts that one over. And the Cardinals now down.
Spalding's team once again getting very excited.
Maybe a little too excited.
Yeah, you never want to cheer too early, but they certainly do have the momentum right now.
Here's Weaver, his shot blocked. A great dig there from... And that's gonna fall. And Weaver's shot now puts it to 23-23. And Germacher now serving for the Cardinals as he's trying to put this one away.
Hit it in between three guys, right where it needed to be.
And Germacher with a nice serve. That's set there from Watson. Watson's gonna, and that spike blocked from Schwab and Kean Donovan, and now Calvert 1 point away from winning this one. And there's a timeout called from Spalding as this is the clutch time.
Yes, Calvert Hall is 1 point away from winning. They have to win by 2, so if Spalding can get 1 point, then they have a little bit of breathing room again. But if Calvert Hall is able to get this point, then they win the match.
Let's go, Hall!
Khalil Bennett trying to get everybody fired up here.
24-23. And the final time, possibly the final time out of today's game, is Calvert Hall now in great position. Germacher needs to just put this one over. It's a good serve from him. And that one's
And
gonna hit.
Calvert Hall
And that's the game.
wins.
Germacher calls game with an ace.
What a serve. Hit right on the line. Khalil Bennett singing the Calvert Hall alma mater as Calvert Hall wins 3-1.
Yeah, and we thank you for joining our broadcast today. I'm Brendan Tretler alongside Kevin Lochte, Charlie Smith, the camera, and Miss Pikus, our moderator, as Calvert Hall win in varsity volleyball 3-1 over Archbishop Spalding. Thank you for tuning into our game on the YouTube, and have a great rest of your evening. Good night.